When it comes to teams under the most pressure in 2025 in college football, look no further than the LSU Tigers. In my honest opinion, there is no team in college football that should be under more pressure to win and perform than the LSU Tigers. Not tated too real, why do you say that? Brian Kelly just came out and said, this is his best roster since he's been at LSU. Entering year 4, by the way, with the overall winning record of 29-11 at LSU. But guys, let me jog your memory back. Brian Kelly had a team at LSU to where he had a quarterback in Jaden Daniels who won the Heisman Trophy. He had Malik Neighbors, who is tearing it up right now for the New York Giants in the NFL. Also, he had Brian Thomas Jr., who is tearing it up right now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mason Taylor, his tight end, got drafted. If Kyron Lacy didn't do what he did to himself, he would have got drafted as well and played in the NFL. So he had all of that talent on one team and did not win a national championship. So he is telling you, LSU fans, this team is better than that. And yeah, I get it. If you're head coach Brian Kelly, you can say those type of things with confidence because you have the front runner for the Heisman Trophy and quarterback Garrett Nussmeier. Garrett Nussmeier kind of shocked some people by returning to LSU, and I believe it was a smart decision. He's definitely going to go top 10 in next year's NFL draft. He is coming off a season to where he had 4,000 yards passing and 29 passing touchdowns. Also, this LSU receiving core is going to be one of the best in college football, in my honest opinion. They're probably going to be top 5, top 6. They got players like Aaron Anderson coming back, fresh off an 800-yard receiving year at LSU, Also, they got Nick Anderson coming in from the transfer portal from Oklahoma. They got Braylon Brown coming in from the transfer portal from Kentucky. Explosive, twitchy receivers. So offense won't be a problem, in my opinion. Yes, they're going to be losing both of the offensive tackles, Will Campbell and Emory Jones, but you got guys like Tyree Adams, DJ Chester, and Braylon Moore who transferred in from Virginia Tech. So the offensive line still will be strong and physical. Also, they recruit well at LSU, if you haven't heard. But guys, my biggest concern about this LSU team, in my honest opinion, and it's not because of a lack of talent on defense is why I believe this defense will hold LSU back from winning the national championship. It's because we don't know how these players are going to look that are coming back from injury. How is Harold Perkins going to look coming back from injury? How is Jacoby and Gilroy going to look coming back from injury? You got to remember, he broke his ankle in the Texas Bowl. So yeah, they're going to be solid on the back end with Mansour Delane transferring in from Virginia Tech. Also, they're going to have DJ Pickett, a 5-star freshman, coming in playing corner. They recruit well. So you got Whit Weeks, you got Patrick Payton, who transferred in for defensive end. You got Jack Pyburn, who transferred in for defensive end as well. Jack Pyburn came from Florida. Patrick Payton came from Florida State. So you have all those combinations of good players, but their main players, Harold Perkins, Jacoby and Gilroy, how are those guys going to look? Also, DJ Pickett is a 5-star player, yes, but he's also a freshman. How's that adjustment going to look? So yeah, I do believe the offense is going to be explosive and put up a lot of points, but I do believe LSU's defense is going to hold them back. Now, let's look at this 2025 schedule, and I will give you guys a schedule prediction. Now, as I was sitting here eating a cold bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I was kind of digesting this LSU football schedule, right? Their 5 toughest games will be Texas A&M, Florida, Ole Miss, and Clemson. Also, they play Alabama. So that is going to be LSU 5's toughest games. Out of those 5 games, I foresee Florida beating them, I foresee Alabama beating them, and I also foresee Clemson beating them. Because you got to remember, they open up the season versus Clemson. Clemson is probably going to be the best defensive football team in all of college football. They're loaded on the defensive line. They have a lot of experience coming back. So I don't see LSU beating Clemson. I don't see LSU beating Florida. Florida is going to be an absolute monster this season. And just overall, I don't foresee no team in the SEC going undefeated in the SEC. It is too talented, it is too tough, and it's too deep. So overall, I can see the LSU Tigers finishing 10-2 at best and 9-3 at worst. Anything under 9-3, I believe Brian Kelly should be fired. Because you got to remember, he just went out there and told you this is his best LSU football team since he's been there. Better than the Jaden Daniels Heisman Trophy campaign season with 2 first-round NFL talents at receiver. This team is better than that. He already told you that. So LSU fans, it's time to turn that heat up on Brian Kelly, demand a playoff season, or him fired. This is your boy Tated Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.